What's going on, guys? I'm going to do a quick NEO update. I just want to show what has happened so far. So we were talking about a few different things that could have happened, how we were looking a little bearish on NEO, and we ended up getting that rejection that we expected, but we also got the support touch that we were looking for here. We can see we came down here and we fell in this, we had this falling wedge that I was looking at as a potential scenario here, but I also was looking at a few other potential things, but I was like, let's keep an eye on this falling wedge. And we ended up holding this perfect touch down here on this falling wedge. I had a target at 34.20, which we didn't quite hit. We hit like 34 something, 34.38. Pretty close. And we just made a small little double bottom here, but we're actually starting to try to break out again. Now we can see here that we did this in the past and we rejected shortly after, so we do have to be cautious here on that. However, we're looking like the RSI is getting ready to take off here. We get a clear W pattern. We have some clear bullish divergence on the daily time frame, and we came all the way down to the support here. So this would look like our price target would actually bring us all the way back up here to this $55 range, believe it or not. However, we have a lot of resistance above, but if we were to get a nice choppy breakout here, however this plays out, I mean, it might not be perfect because of all the resistance, but if we can make our way all the way back up here, we could at least test this $47.80 to $48 range here, which would be the same downward sloping resistance that we always get rejected by. I'm not 100% sure that this is going to come back up and test all that, because we do have a lot of Ichimoku cloud resistance on the daily here, but it has thinned out a lot. And actually, if we were to get up here somewhere pretty soon, by at least October 14th, 15th, we would have some cloud support here if we could get back in this 43, 44 range. So this is something that we want to keep our eyes on here in the daily, because what was holding us back the most was all of this resistance. And now it's thinned out a lot, which means, the thicker it is, the harder it is to get above. So right now, it being this thin is actually a very, very good sign here if we do get some kind of rip to the upside. And we know NEO, it likes to rip. Doesn't find much resistance on the ways up when it does actually take off. But the same thing goes for the way down. It doesn't have much resistance on the way down. That's why we have all these our support on the way down. That's why we have all these crazy rips. So, with all of this negative price action here, we're starting to see some bullish divergence come in. We're starting to see potential break of this falling wedge here. Our first key resistance, we're going to hit a little resistance where we are now at this 37. We're going to hit a little bit of resistance at this 38.01. And then our main resistance will be that 40.32. But if we can start getting above that 40.32, $41 range, like I've said before over here, that's what we want to see, and this would be bringing us in for a very, very nice run to the upside. On the 4 hour here, our biggest resistance as of right now is right around this 44.60 to 45.60, just based off of the 4 hour Ichimoku cloud. But we'll have to see how this plays out. If we can make some kind of rising wedge, we could come all the way up to this 47, and we'll have to be cautious if it does make a wedge of some sort, and be careful we don't get another tank to this lower support again. But, for right now, I'm feeling a little bit bullish here on this. We just have to be careful on this 4 hour candle. We want to have one more 4 hour candle close above at least, roughly 35.70. So look for that. If we can get that closed tomorrow, and if we can, that'll be a confirmed breakout here. So that's definitely something I'm looking for. Right now, we're rolling a little bit on the RSI here on the 1 hour as we're getting into this red resistance here. So the safest entry really is roughly above this 38.50 level. If we start clearing that, we're probably not going to have a very hard time to get back up into the $44, $45 range. But for right now, as we do continue to round here, it's possible it could come back down, back test this area here, and then take off. So we do want to watch for that type of scenario to potentially play out here, and that would be a confirmed back test of that previous resistance line right here. That's held us down quite a bit here if we look back in the past. And we've had a lot of fake outs and a lot of fake retests, because you can see here we had a retest that failed completely. So that's going to be what you're going to want to watch for, and it's probably going to show up the easiest on the 1 hour time frame. But you know, if we did get some kind of retest and we did actually close below this 36.52 roughly, we could come all the way back down to this 35.60, and then that could end up actually being our confirmed back test. So, you know, these are a few things to watch for on NEO, but, you know, I'm actually feeling pretty good right now that we are potentially creating a nice double bottom here. So keep our eyes on NEO, because this could be a little bit of a nice move showing up here. We just need to see a confirmed 4-hourly close above, and that could set us up for something pretty juicy. So that's about all I'm going to say for NEO right now. I'll maybe do an updated video later, but I hope you guys enjoy this video. Peace.